Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Vanilla Heroes. Last episode, we began the process of clearing out this giant nether hub for our spawn area, with quite a few of the other heroes joining in to kind of help us out on it. And all of that was to lead up to this episode. Now, last episode was filmed the end of last week, and since then I've made a trip down to Nashville, so this is my first time logging back in a couple days, and I've noticed a few things. Timmy has bordered this with concrete, which is pretty cool. And where's the other one? It's over here somewhere on the ground. Right there. He's also put in this slime block launcher that I'm not sure if I want to keep this here, but for the time being he's made it to replace getting up to there, because we realized after we actually finished this that there's absolutely no way we'd be able to make a good enough elevator to get up there. And this does the job. It launches you straight up through there, and it's honestly very terrifying to experience. And then the last thing he did was he set up a giant nether brick wall. And he said, I understand that you already have a plan for this, and I don't have a problem with you going ahead and kind of executing your plan. I just wanted to get something started. And then Phoenix went ahead and smelted up us some red nether brick, as well as a whole heap of regular nether brick for this project. So to start off today, what I want to do is go ahead and start shaping out the entirety of this thing. Basically, I want to get the shape down for the topmost walls and then the bottommost walls. Honestly, I think the bottommost walls are probably going to be the easiest, seeing as they don't take too incredibly much. We're going to basically be putting brick right here all the way around. And then, to my knowledge, we're just going to be going out, like, right around here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's perfect. So, every corner is going to be getting something simple, yet fairly elegant like that. No roundings, no anything. It's just keep it simple. Up top, however, is not going to be so simple. So we're going to play around with it and see if we can figure it out, but I'm pretty sure this is the center wall. And from there, it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then from there, it's going to come out 4. And then it will spread out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think it's 6, 7. So it'll be 8 wide in total. It'll be another 4. Another 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. And that one will look like that. Now, let's see if this actually matches up the way that I want it to. So this is the center right here. And then it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Give me 1 second, guys. Alright, I think I found the issue. We should have gone 10 with these instead of only 8. So I believe if I do this, it should fix the problem for us. I hate to say it, But the only thing that makes sense logically is that this wall needs to push back one more. Right? Alright, so after being completely stumped by why this is the way it is when it's not like that in my test world, I think I figured it out, but I'm going to have to do a little bit more testing. I stretched netherrack from that end to that one. Got a nifty little ghast head because he tried to blow up this whole place, which was not ideal, but at least I got the head out of the way, maybe? But here's the deal. Somehow, this is even. So I'm not sure if it's this side that needs to be stretched one, or this side that needs to be brought in one. And if that's the case, it might mean that this whole thing's off. So I think I need to do some measuring. Okay guys, so the results are in and I've finished measuring and I think I know what we need to do. So from this center point, which is what lines up with the center of the portal, right? This stretches 49 that direction. This stretches 48 that direction, which means I messed up somewhere going that direction. And all we got to do is push this wall back by 1, and that will fix this circle. Case solved. Little bit of work, but it'll be worth it in the end. We'll be symmetrical again. Now, this stretches 49 that way, so pushing that back will make both of these even together. But this stretches 48, so we also have to push this wall back by 1 as well, which is a bit of a pain. But it won't take too long to tear them out, so I think I'm going to just go ahead and get that done with between takes. The part that's concerning me is how is that going to affect this? Needless to say, these measurements are made off of the center of this, so moving this whole structure shouldn't be a big issue, but the walls may be off a little bit, so I'm going to have to do some measurements on that when we get to it. But for now, I'm just going to go ahead and take out these walls, and hopefully this all works out. Okay, so that expansion worked like a charm, like we thought. It all links up very nicely right here. So the next test is, I guess we test that wall and that wall, and if they both work, then it's safe to assume that wall works. But let's give it a try before we get too confident, and hopefully this will work out. Yes. Yep. And lastly, yes. Okay. Alright. The perimeter is fully in. It looks great. So we've done a bit of counting since the perimeter looks fantastic. And there's one issue, but I verified on both platforms that it was just a mistake that was overlooked. And it actually isn't going to take too much to fix it. So this platform needs to push in by 1. And this platform has to be pulled back by 1. And so what happened was this, from this point to the end of the glass, is 11 pieces of glass. This is 13. So if we take one away from both, 1, make it 12, and add 1 onto that and make it 12 as well, it will match these two, and we will be 100%. So it's an unfortunate thing, but I'm glad we caught it, and it's not like my base where we had to shift an entire wall. Yeah, we just gotta, it's just an adjustment we're gonna have to make, and it will be okay. So let's add that in real quick. Alright guys, so everything has been fixed up. I also took the time to go ahead and clear out these sections where nether brick would end up going. The only thing that didn't get fixed was the glass itself, because to be fair, I'm a bit scared to do that, because unless I have some in here somewhere. Also, lag for some reason has been spiking today. I haven't experienced it like this in a while, but something happened. I'll have to look into it in a bit. Yeah, I don't think we have any ink left. No, it's not looking like it. So we'll have to figure out the black glass situation in a bit. But for now, what I want to do is finish up the bottom portion. I got enough nether brick to kind of show it. No, I do not. I think there should be some in here. Yeah. There we go. So this is simple. This is just going to be straight up nether brick all the way. Pretty easy. Boom. Something like that. Fill in the entire wall. This wall is going to be a little bit different. It's going to go down this section. We're going to kind of clean this up a little bit. Come on. Be kind to me, sir. Be kind. Alright, so that's clean. And then this has to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if it's going to be in the wall like that, then it actually needs to go back 1 from what I was thinking earlier. Yeah. So that will go there. We can break those out of the way and clean this up a little bit. So I'll need to clean this strip out, and this looks this way because it opens up into the air, and gas have been shooting in here non-stop, which has been getting very annoying. So we'll just do that and fill it all the way in towards the edge, and basically kind of fill this all the way up. And that will give you kind of an idea of the shape that we're going to go for. So basically, what I want to accomplish now is build up these walls all the way, and also build up these walls the rest of the way. That way we can kind of have an idea of where we actually sit with the wall situation, and then hopefully start making some work on the doorways. Because if we can get the doorways done, people can actually start fixing the tunnel situation we have going on, and kind of dispersing who gets what tunnel at the current moment. So I'm probably going to do a time lapse to get the process of putting the walls up, and I will catch you guys once the time lapses are done. Think we've got it done. It looks good. There might be a little bit of cleanup, like you can see it right there, where I still need to go up there with some nether brick, but nothing too major. Plus, we haven't fully decided what we're gonna do with this ceiling yet. My current thought is I actually kind of want to get rid of this phantom in the middle, mainly because he scares the living daylights of everyone that comes through here and thinks they're going to die. But actually bringing it off to like right about here and doing a giant circle in the top, breaking through the bedrock. Because I think EDD example has a new 1.13.1 way of breaking bedrock, and it actually breaks multiple bedrock, so it would be a pretty cool thing to play around with. But now that we've kind of got this mostly figured out, each of these little 2x2 squares is going to be a door, and I'd like to have these walls be completely empty, but I will let the rest of the players kind of decide that up, because there are quite a few that are, well, actually, I think it's safe to say pretty much all of the doorways are in the center area, because that center area is about as wide as our Nether hub was. Just for a sense of scale. But as far as things go, though, what I think we want to do now is we can finish up these walls by actually starting the doorway. So I'm going to go ahead and grab up some of the materials that I need. I think I pretty much only need nether brick and red nether brick, and then a crafting bench to make nether brick stairs as I need them. So let me grab some of that stuff, and we will meet up at one of the doors to kind of try to figure out how that's going to go. Alright, so we have our canvas. What I'm going to do, and it probably sounds counterintuitive, but it helps me get where I need to go. So we're going to rip out this section. We're going to leave 2 on that side, 1 on that side, 1 on that side. And then we're just going to rip all the way up as high as we can go. And we're going to slather in a whole lot of red nether brick so that we can kind of come up with a way of making the door pop from the wall. Okay, so we are not quite tall enough, but it'll be okay. I think the center is right about here, right? So what we're going to do is rip that up and throw in some regular nether brick there, and also some regular nether brick right there. And that's going to be kind of the gist of the central platform of our doorway. And I'm probably going to go up about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I think. And then we'll go up 6 on this one. 5 on this one as well. 4, 5, and then 1 more over here. I don't know why our effects don't reach over here. We've got a massive beacon up there. I'll have to show you guys that in a bit. But let's place that right there so we can make ourselves some stairs. And let's make ourselves a little bit of slabs as well. So as far as stairs go, I'm thinking something like that. And then we're going to have to reach over here to do something upside down. Another something like that, and something upside down. And then if we do something like that and that, right? And we actually managed to come pretty close with our red nether brick. So we'll play around with that. And then if we do 1 right there and 1 right there, that will make the initial framework of our doorway. And I'm going to have to check this out once I actually get down, because I don't want to have the pillar back up here. But the rest is fairly simple. We're going to go in, aim out a little bit, see how it's given that little bit of a gap there. And then we're going to go with a full block here. Go in and out, in and out. That should bring us to a good spot, but what we don't want to happen is it come to a direct point. So this is where the slabs are going to come in. And I'm going to do slab there. And wow, I didn't think we were that close to the ceiling. All right, we're going to have to pillar out a little bit. And there we go. All right, let's clean that up a little bit. So now if we repeat the pattern over here, boom, top, bomb, bomb, and then boom, top, boom. No, what did I do wrong? Oh, I fell. Oh, I forgot to put the solid block there, didn't I? Yep, that'll fix it. That also means I need to go in there and get the red brick in there. Alright, let's get back up there. Okay. So there's a little bit up in the corners up here that I need to get because we went a bit too high there. And we need to clean up the top there and then hollow out the inside here. And I think we'll be in a good spot. Alright, so if we replace that with a regular nether brick, and now scaffold out a little bit, just enough to be able to work. So we can pop that out, that, and that. So I think I can reach a lot of these points from down here, luckily. Something like that should be great. Now, from the bottom, let's see how that looks. And there's two pillars, because I'm a derp, and I've fallen quite a few times off of this, just trying to get up. So let's give us our axe back. Got you. Then we gonna clear that out. So this isn't the end result. This will be cleaned out, and then we're gonna kind of go with a black back wall to where you can't see anything behind it, and everyone can kind of put their own designs back here. I need to get us some black concrete for that though, and I don't think that's something we're gonna have today, but I just wanted to kind of give you guys an idea of what we're working with. What do you guys think? I feel like it almost doesn't stand off of this wall very well. It would almost look better if this was nether brick and this was red nether brick. But unfortunately, we do not have stairs and slabs for red nether brick yet. As good of a block as that is, I actually really like that texture over this texture. But that's the look we're gonna go for. So I'm gonna play around with that a little bit, get it looking all kinds of jazzed up all the way around. And once all the doors are in, I think that's when we're gonna reach pretty much the final point to where we move on to the floor. Because the floor's the probably biggest part, but also one of the least important parts. So I'm not too worried about that one. So I'm gonna hop into this into build mode and just get all of these put up. Alright, so all the doors are up. It took an insane amount of time to get these done, and I'm still not 100% sold on the fact that this blends in perfectly with the background, kinda in a way almost ruining the kinda archway that we have going on here. I don't know if maybe I need to think of another block to make this out of, but I wanted to keep it very nether themed. So if you guys have any ideas, I would love to hear them in the comments or on Twitter or anything like that. So yeah, if there's any ideas that you guys think could make these better, I'd love to hear them. It would be great. I'm planning on putting some like black concrete powder right here, and it'll basically make it to where they can put anything back here that they want to without it being noticeable. We got a bit carried away. We got fences put here just so people don't accidentally walk off. I think there has to be a better option than, again, using nether brick, probably some form of wood or something. But the nether brick on nether brick, it works. Like, I mean, it's the same thing. So the other thing that got done as well is I went to my base and started crafting up some sea lanterns, because without these, they just, like, you think it's dark now, you couldn't see a doorway from here. Like, it just wouldn't, you couldn't recognize it because it wasn't picking up anything. So currently all I have is I've put sea lanterns only in the rim around here, and potentially later on I might add some here and here, just try to light this up a little bit more. It's the nether, it can be dark, doesn't matter too much, but it doesn't look necessarily the best, and it's not going to take too much to really spruce this thing up. But unfortunately, that's about all I have time for today. I would expect for next episode to see quite a few changes in here, because I already opened it up to the guys, as you can see right here. I already opened it up for Timmy to go ahead and do what he wanted to do, and he felt like the stairs needed to be kind of expanded on. They were a bit too small that way, so I think he's trying to make them 4 wide. I asked him to push it back just enough to where it wouldn't interfere with this wall. Okay, so he's going 5 wide. But yeah, I think that's all I've got time for today. In the next episode, I think we're going to conquer the floor. I was planning on doing that in this episode, but we're running a bit long, and I think we're going to end up spending a lot more time on it than my brain is thinking. So in order to get this episode out to you guys in time, I'm going to end it here. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, please feel free to like, and if you really enjoyed it, please feel free to subscribe just to see more content like this. It was a pleasure filming today, and I look forward to catching you guys in the next one.